Okay, summer buyers in Rochester, you are in some fast paced market conditions. And the most common question we get asked is, how do I stay ahead of that and buy it right this summer? Hi, I'm Kelly Domaille at Domaille Real Estate at eXp Realty right here in Rochester, Minnesota. And I'm going to walk you through 5 key tactics that will really help you as a buyer win in this fast-paced market. And please reach out if you want help applying these strategies to your personal home search. Now, number 1, get pre-approved before you even start looking at homes. A pre-approval is going to make you a serious buyer because now you know you actually can purchase. And I'm going to be quite honest, most agents, especially me, we're not going to get in the car with you or follow you over to a house to start looking at properties unless we know that you can purchase, right? So let's start there, get pre-approved, get all of your finances in order so that when you find the right house, you can move forward, right? So not only does it tell us you can buy, but it helps you set your budget so you know how much of a house you can buy. That's the other pet peeve I have is somebody wants to look at a $350,000 house, but they only qualify up to $300,000. Well, if I start showing you homes at $350,000 or higher, and you qualify for $300,000, now when we start looking at the houses in that $300,000 range, they're all gonna suffer by comparison, right? So let's know how much you can afford before we go look. The other thing that the pre-approval does is it actually makes your offer stronger when you do make an offer, because quite frankly, a seller's not even going to consider your offer if there is not a pre-approval letter attached to it. Okay, so let's set you up for the highest level of success here by getting you set up with your financing, getting that pre-approval letter in place. Number 2, act fast when you see the home that you like. So many times I'm talking to buyers and they're like, well, we like it, but we'd like to see more houses. Well, that's great, but listings can go pending within 24 hours. So while you're thinking about it or you're going to look at 3 others, somebody else could be writing an offer on the house you want. So again, when you find the right one, act on it. You should also set listing alerts and be ready to tour a house when it hits the market if it's one you're really interested in. And obviously make sure that you are working with a real estate agent that has the flexibility to get you in that house as soon as possible. Okay, number 3 is make your offer stand out. So if you're out there competing against all these other buyers, how is your offer going to stand out and why would a seller pick yours? So the first suggestion would be to make your offer as clean as possible. And what I mean by that is don't nitpick and ask for 100 different things in the offer. Give a nice, clean, straightforward offer that is going to really appeal to the seller, okay? So when I say extras or adding all these things in, if you don't have to ask for help with closing costs, or if you don't need to have a home warranty attached to your purchase, then don't. Keep it nice and clean. The fewer contingencies in an offer means that the seller is going to get to the finish line sooner, and that's really going to be appealing to them. Another thing you could do to make your offer stand out is find out what closing date works best for the seller and write your offer to accommodate that closing date. Anytime something is appealing on the seller's timeline or a seller's wish list, that's always going to stand out in a positive way. Now, you can also write your offer and have high earnest money. So earnest money is really going to show your commitment to the deal. It's kind of like your skin in the game. And what I mean by that is, let's just say something were to happen and the deal falls apart, particularly because of the buyer. Well, the buyer could lose their earnest money as damages, right? Would be forfeited over to the seller. Well, that's why the seller wants to know that you've got some money that would be hard to walk away from. They want to know you've got some skin in the game, okay? So higher earnest money shows a higher level of commitment from you as the buyer. Now, number 4, you can focus on homes that need some updates or repairs. Now, again, if that's something that either you have the skill set to do or you have the resources or the finances to be able to hire some of those things out, paint, carpet, and minor fixes may really deter other buyers where you might have the opportunity to get a better value on it. But I would still recommend that we're focusing on homes that still have good bones, good layout, a good location that works for you, and the overall structure is in great shape. Now, number 5 is maybe considering areas outside of central Rochester for better value. okay? So considering neighborhoods like Montgomery Meadows and Byron, new construction and a good school district, or look at Stewartville and Pine Island. These are areas that have good growth and great resale potential. You can also look for neighborhoods with green space and community appeal that are just outside of the city. So if you're ready to buy this summer, let's make it happen. Like, subscribe, please share your comments and questions below. I will get to those. Again, I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate, and I will see you guys next week.